Hey, what's up? Welcome back to M Hood Fishing. So I'm out here with Alex, a spot that I've been to many times. We're looking for redfish, but this is one of those times where I come down this marsh trail and there's just people. There's a lot of people. This is probably the most people I have seen fishing here. There's some behind the camera, there's some down there. They're all out of towners, probably working at the plant or somewhere else. Let's get some fish anyway, right? I came down the trail fairly light. A backpack, a soft cooler, 3 rods. It is not right around prime feeding time, but we got high water and I believe it's moving. This is probably close to like 2 p.m. in the afternoon. I do not have any dead bait or live bait. We're all artificials. We're going to start off with a gold spoon. Did you see that? Bunch of bait running. It's probably all finger mullet. Before I set up, before I got the camera out, I did see some feeding here, or what I think to be feeding. May not have been. We'll run this gold spoon parallel to the grass here. Shake it a little bit. That gives it a more appealing action. Makes it go crazy in the water like a hurt fish. And the flash, right? It's the action and the flash. Alex is down the trail. He hadn't got this far yet. Most of the people are down there where Alex is fishing. But there's a group at the end where the water's moving. Just to get the dust off the bottle, we got a small 1/16 ounce jig head here. See the size of the hook, perfect for this. Small sparkle beetle chartreuse. Hola. Catch a fish?
Huh?
Find fish?
Little bit.
Little bit, good.
Yeah. Get on.
Have a good one.
You too.
Yeah, you're right, thank you.
Good luck.
Thank you.
I got a little rat down there.
Well, okay, that's what I was just talking about. That I thought I was seeing possibly rat red or croaker busting finger mullet. There's a lot of finger mullet in these margins. They were catching sheep's head apparently. I didn't bring anything to target sheep's head with.
I have some dead shrimp, but there's, I have a couple bullets.
Oh, we got our spot. Sometimes to get the good spot around here, you just gotta whip out the GoPro and just start filming. Ah, just had a takedown.
White trout.
We're down to just shrimp on a jig head sitting on the bottom. Finally.
Use that for cut bait.
So it's like after 4:30 now, and this has just absolutely been sucking. Alex has caught a couple little things. What do you got at the bottom?
I think I got that same thing you got.
Oh my goodness, that same thing over there. Did you come off it?
Yeah.
There's my first fish. Alex has got a little sheep's head and a white trout and a couple of rat reds. And it's all about this dead shrimp he has. Well, now I have some other bait. I caught a pinfish with a piece of pinfish. Ah, bored. Bigger pinfish though.
Yeah.
This is probably going to be my last round with the gold spoon. This has just been a worthless session. Alex got a couple little things worth keeping, and I've only had a little bit of fun with pinfish. So we'll see. If this doesn't work, you're not seeing it. every time I come back here to work the gold spoon, I do see reds, but there are just huge bait balls back here, and the tide is going out and the wind is blowing it out as well, so we're losing water back here, but there's still big bait balls and big blow-ups. I can't say that there's a huge amount of reds back here, but they're here. They're just more interested in these bait balls, so running the spoon through the balls and around them might be what I need to do. Also running it in the margins, because the reds seem to be, and they usually are, up against the grass, right? But a lot of these margins are very shallow, so the reds are going to be a few feet out in front. You'll see, big blow up right there. Gotcha. Oh, it's not a redfish. Ah, he came off. That was cool. Big blow up from a gar.
Whoa.
A worthless session with something worth it in the end, but let's measure it and see. So we did like 3 rounds with the gold spoon, spent some time with shrimp on jigs, pinfish. I had that blow up down there from the gar, and we were like, I told Alex, I'm done, I'm gonna go get my stuff. But I came down here to get my stuff and I saw all that activity, and I thought, well, it might be the same BS, but let me throw this popping cork anyway. 13, I know it's upside down, but that is a 13 incher. That is a keeper. Goes to show, if you don't give up, even on a worthless day like this, because it's just like water way too dirty, windy, tide not right, too much live bait, I was ready to give up, but I didn't. And in the end, I got something worth it. Now let's go cook it. I absolutely butchered the fillets. I didn't do the best job. Sometimes it happens. Here we go. This is Badia jerk seasoning, Jamaican style jerk seasoning. Is there another one? A little heavy-handed. We're going to bronze the trout, so we want to do both sides. Bronzing is the way you should go when you want to blacken trout, because trout is so delicate. Speckled trout are delicate. You don't want to get too hot. So we're going to bronze them instead of blacken them. And this is not actually a blackening seasoning, but things like this are fine for bronzing, not blackening, because there's too much heat. So we're gonna put this in the fridge because we got other things to do. Okay, I need to get some heat underneath this saucepan. We're going to go for a 5. That's about a mid-range for an electric stovetop. A little bit of olive oil, not much. Looks good. Now that my temperature has come up and my oil is hot, I'm going to add roasted pumpkin. I roasted this myself the other day. Whoa. I'm going to add some fresh basil. I've got another jerk seasoning here. I forgot about it. It's almost done, so I'm gonna add just a little bit to this. Give it a little bit of a kick. Another little bit of a kick, just because black pepper goes good with it. Bit of salt. Give that a good stir. Okay, let's add tomato bisque. It's pretty much like tomato soup, maybe a little thicker. Somebody gifted me some cans of this Pacific Foods organic tomato bisque. Looks a lot like tomato soup. It's about the same. We'll go ahead and add the whole can. I'm gonna let this simmer for a good while to where some of the pumpkin becomes a big part of the sauce as it cooks down a little more than it's already cooked. I'm kind of going through here haphazardly, chopping and dicing a little bit. We're going to lower our heat once we get to a bit of a rapid boil and just let it simmer for a while. We're not going to start the fish until the rice is done. Rice is done, sauce is good, it's getting covered. Yeah, you're right. Let's get some heat under this one. These saucepans were gifted to me by the same person who gifted the bisque. You know who you are. Thank you very much. Because I'm going to bronze this, I don't need it to be extremely hot. We're gonna go a little hotter than medium, about a 7, in between 7 and 8, something like that, on an electric range. I'm gonna do this very different than what you would typically do when you're going to blacken something. Usually you would cover these with butter. Get that butter in the pan, just kind of dance it around a little bit. The reason why I'm doing this is because it's not extremely hot. It's not like it's on high. You hear that sizzle, it is hot. Get our little bit of fish in there, put that here for dishes. Let's dance some of that pool of butter around a little bit. This should not take too long, but it's not going to go as fast as when you're really blackening something like catfish or redfish, because that's not as delicate as this trout. This is really just cooking it in butter, but at a hotter temperature than usual. Butter doesn't like super hot temperatures. It's gonna start to brown, right? So we're just a little bit under that browning point here. Hence the word bronze, the term bronze. We're lightly blackening it is what we're doing here. I've got everything back there to that side of the saucepan because there's a slight tilt in this trailer I live in. Everything is in the kitchen anyway, slightly tilting that way. There's not much I can do about it. I try to level this out a bit. It is what it is. But yeah, that's where all the butter's going, so we want it to stay in that butter so we get that butter flavor along with everything else. And look, see that piece right there? We're good. We're getting even better. We've done this maybe 2 times. We've flipped. We're getting to where things are falling apart, so we're really close to shutting her down. Let's go ahead and back off the heat a little bit under medium, about in between 3 and 4. Let me get some stuff ready because we're about to be done. Park the butter over there. Rice time. Unveiling time. Back to rice time. Here's my camping ladle. This is good. I've tasted it. It's awesome. I wanted to infuse some of that pumpkin into the sauce to make it even thicker, but at the same time keeping this sauce chunky. Okay, got plenty of a little sloppy. Another taste test. That is awesome. Let's go ahead and shut the heat off. Make a mess, put that right there on the counter. Cap it with the plate. Whoa, we don't want to stay capped. Here we go. So I was on the fence. Should I cover the fish or not? And I decided, let's not cover it. Let's have it on top so we can see it, because it's about the fish, right? Honestly, if it wasn't for this camera running and filming, I wouldn't really care, because I am hungry. Yeah, you're right. Let's shut this whole thing down. Now we're good. We're good to go. Yeah, looking good, right? Let's get a fork full of everything here. It's as I knew. Great combination. That tomato bisque, the pumpkin. The sauce itself is not super spicy, but the fish is a lot spicier than the sauce, so it's a really good contrast. This is a very hearty meal. It's fall, it's colder. This would be good in winter. Warm you up, get you ready. It's very substantial, right? Oh, Pumpkin is good in all kinds of things, not just pie. Lots of good combinations out there for the pumpkin. Yeah, you're right. And the trout. So I really want to get at this and just eat, because I am hungry as usual. Always makes me super hungry when I'm shooting these catch and cooks, because I'm just like, I want to get to the food. I want to eat. But let me say this. Thank you so much for watching, liking, sharing, commenting, subscribing, and thank you for being a member of the channel. If you are a member, thank you to all the members. I really appreciate it. It's easy to become one. It's not expensive. It just helps me keep doing this, because ad revenue isn't always what it should be. But yeah, you're right. What helps the most is just watching, hitting that like button, sharing. Commenting helps. Yeah, you're right. Hey, again, thank you for watching, and I will see you next time.